Dave says, I'm not going to reach out to consignment pages, selling apps, or anyone anymore because no one wants to take any responsibility for what they're selling. Dave, this is a whole other conversation. A very, very, very good one. And it's you know, this is the next thing. Guys, we gotta, I don't know if there's anything else with the 99s, but we gotta talk about some of the other topics here. And Dave, you kind of set me up on this one. It's a little bit different, but let's talk about it here. You know, I made this post today, shared some memes. I thought they were funny. CGC president on 99s. I used the controversy to destroy the controversy. You know, using the interview of Reholdergate to create a new controversy. That's a 4D chess right there. 99 pre-screen, comic collector outrage, Reholdergate. And then the hobby villain Zodiac, guys. The hobby villain Zodiac. It's cyclical, guys. You know, it goes from CGC to then influencers, then key collector. It's been a while since key collector's been the hobby villain. That'll be a little good run, you know. Nick, it's coming for you soon, Nick. And then we're going to go back to whatnot. And then it'll be back to CGC. But you can feel procession again starting to happen where CGC, you know, it's moving over now to influencers. And I realize I'm biased. I have a YouTube channel, okay? But stick with me. I find it so fascinating that there's a subset of the community that kind of has that whole like, guys, it's not a big deal, get over it mentality. And I gotta say, that is mind-blowing to me. Are there people out there who are never slabbers, who have taken this thing to heights that it shouldn't have been taken to? Yeah, of course. Is 350 comics, I understand. It's more than 350. Okay. Is 1,000 comics? Is 2,000 comics? Is 10,000 comics not that much relative to the millions that have been graded? Meaning the chances that you buy one of these books is pretty low? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, it's small. But is this not a big deal? Hell yeah, it's a big deal. Like, what are we talking about here? Like this idea that there's people that are like, they said their piece, now get over it. Like, I can't believe that. Like, let's not pretend for a second. Okay, let's not pretend for a second that if this were the big story in any other thing in the entire world, movies, sports, music, you know, politics, freaking big game fishing, whatever their big game fishing story is, you don't think the people in that community would be talking about it for a long time? Guys, this thing has been going on for 3 weeks. Let's repeat that. It's been going on for only 3 weeks. Only 3 weeks. And people are like, that's old news. That was 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago? What are we talking about? On top of that, we just had this interview on Dave's channel. That was 5 days ago. Of course, people are still talking about this thing. But no. Everyone is just, you know, farming, you know, just everyone's talking about it and all this stuff and everything. Get over it. I just find that so crazy to me. You know, I find it so crazy. And it kind of goes into what Dave kind of mentioned with some of the dealer stuff. And yeah, there's some cringe stuff out there. There's some cringe stuff in the wake of this, right? You see very, very clearly some dealers say nothing. And then all of them, they're very quick to share the CGC response, but they say nothing the whole time. And it's a little bit like, okay, dude. Okay. Okay. But on the flip side of that, it's also okay if you have nothing to say. It's also okay if you have nothing to say, right? The other end of it, which I think causes this like feeling from, let's just say it's dealers right now that have issue with it. Like get over it. Okay, this is my business. I still like CGC. Like there are so many people that they hear the never slappers who just go off on this stuff, and it's ridiculous. It's like the never slappers. It's just like they use this as like this is our moment, like they go nuts. And it's like, yeah, okay, guys, okay, maybe this is just what it is. Maybe he's the only scammer. No, dude, there's tons of, it's like they go crazy with it. So I think they hear that, and then they have the get over it attitude. I don't understand why people take issue with people talking about it. And then on the flip side, again, I don't understand why people take issue with people not talking about it. I made the joke with, shout out to Drew. I know Drew's in the chat. I made the joke with Drew that was like, let's just pick on Drew, guys, for the sake of this. Because Drew, you've been awfully quiet about 99 pre-screens. Okay. You've been awfully quiet about this. You go out there making lists of comics you want to collect videos, but you're not making 99 pre-screen videos. Your silence tells me everything. I think sometimes we have to understand like what our relationship with the people that we consume their stuff, watch, whether it's a dealer or a YouTuber or Instagram person or whatever, or an LCS or a grading company. I think people have like a preconceived notion of what that person is, and then what that person thinks that they are and what they owe might be something different. Like the analogy I give is it'd be like, imagine a barbecue cooking show. It's like a Texas barbecue cooking show. And like, there's a celebrity chef who teaches you how to cook barbecue. And then there's somebody out there that says, oh, barbecue show, why haven't you commented on the corruption within the meat industry yet? Because it's a barbecue cooking show. What do you want from them? They make barbecue cooking content. They don't have anything to say about corruption in the meat industry. And I think that that's just very, very interesting. Okay. It's a funny thing that people have different understandings and ideas of what they do. Whether it's a dealer who just sells you books, that's what they do. They're not concerned with this stuff. It's a YouTuber, it's an Instagram, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Like, it's just really, really funny. And I don't know. I'm not trying to defend anyone. I'm just shooting from the hip. ChatGPT, write me a cease and desist to Grails in the parlance of Johnny Cochran. Let's talk about Grails for a second. Listen, I've made content about Grails on this channel before. I like the guys. I've met the guys. I've had pleasant interactions with them this entire time. I think you guys are talking about the acetate book that they listed recently, which again, the more things change, the more they stay the same, man. That book just never goes away. Just never goes away. It always keeps coming back. I don't know what to say about that. Like it's one of those things where the standard I have for myself isn't necessarily the standard I would hold for other people. This is my own opinion. Would I sell that book? No, I wouldn't sell it. Do I fault them for selling it? No. I mean, if that's their bit, they want to sell it, they can sell it. You know what I mean? If I went into my LCS and they were selling, I'd be like, all right, I wouldn't sell it personally, but it is what it is.